Hello. I hope you are all having a great day. Welcome back to our YouTube channel, where we entertain and educate you with adventurous missions of Asian elephants. Today's video is about a successful treatment mission carried out by the Department of Wildlife Conservation. Here, we can see the officers are getting ready with tools and medications. The elephant, here in this video, is wounded due to a snare. The folks have informed the Wildlife Conservation Department about a limping elephant, so they have decided to get closer to the animal to carry on with his treatments after properly examining. Here we can see the blowpipes are getting redyed by filling them with the necessary sedatives and antibiotics. Usually, the medication is determined considering the animal's body weight. Extra blowpipes and tranquilizers are getting prepared if one misses the chance of darting the animal properly. As mentioned earlier, the department did not identify the animal, so the wildlife officers searched for this elephant to begin with his treatments. It has to be specially mentioned that the sedatives they are using here are mild, as the intention is to make the animal partially sedate, not fully unconscious. If the animal is unconscious and falls, the doctors won't be able to examine the wound easily, and treating him will be difficult. The officers start the mission of searching the wounded elephant. Here, we can see they are carrying guns too. This is merely for protection, and the bullets are just rubber bullets, not the real ones. Elephants are considered as majestic elephants. According to years of studies, the elephants have a better intelligence level than all the other animals. That is one of the reasons why the wildlife department officers should be careful, as the animals can be tactical when they feel any danger. The blowpipes are filled with sedatives and inserted into the tranquilizer to aim and shoot the elephant. Here, the officer seeks to target the intramuscular area of the animal. The sedatives are all ready. One of the brave officers moves forward silently to aim properly. If a group of people moves suddenly, this intelligent animal will feel some danger and might move to the depths of the forest. So his life will be at risk, as anything can happen to the wound if it is not properly treated. The officer calmly aims, but due to the animal's thick skin, the sedative didn't insert properly. The animal felt the pain and turned towards the officer angrily. We should really take a moment to appreciate the work of these wildlife officers. When looking at history, many officers have lost their lives during such elephant missions. The pure intention of the officers is to save the lives of these valuable creatures, and it clearly shows the humanity among the people. The sedative remains on the back leg area, but the animal removed it using his tail. These tranquilizers are usually a bit painful for the animals for a few seconds. Later, the animal becomes still whole. The officers wanted to make sure whether he is sedated enough to move forward with the treatments. By using sticks, the sensitivity level of the animal is figured, and now it is time for the examination and the treatments. The officers move closer to the animal. Here we can see a wound. This is caused by a snare which was fixed for the pigs. The people who live in these areas are using their crops and agricultural products as their main livelihood. When animals like pigs attack the crops, the folks have to remain starving as their lives depend on these crops. On the other hand, animals are also greatly mistreated. With agricultural expansions, the animals have lost their feeding places. So to carry on with their lives, they visit the villages and eat the crops. This problem will remain until sustainable measures are taken by sensitively focusing on both animals and humans simultaneously. After properly examining the wound, the officers have decided the number of antibiotics, multivitamins that should be administered. The officers are slowly injecting them into the animal's body. The injections has to be inserted with pressure, as the animal usually has a thick skin. 10 cc syringes are traditionally used. The box depicted here consists of all the medications and injections for this animal. This is just one step of the treatment chain. The officers are treating the animal with the highest hygienic level possible in the field. It is actually hard, as the facilities in a surgical environment is not found in this field of treatment. The efforts of the officers to save a life should be highly appreciated. The animal is sedated mildly. The risk of him waking up completely is also there. So, to quickly finish the process, 2 officers are medicating the animal. Along with these injections of antibiotics and multivitamins, the animal is finally given the reviving drug. The animal automatically comes to its senses. But by providing a reviving drug, returning to the conscious state is fast, which is comfortable to the animal. Humans have already used their superior intellect. their brain capacities to develop weapons to harm these innocent lives. But this cannot be considered as civilized behavior of the 21st century. It should be understood soon that the earth belongs to animals, and they have the right as the same extent to humans. After about 3 hours, the animal gains its full consciousness and moves to its habitat happily. But the process does not end here. As we saw, the damage to the leg is not simple. The treatment should be properly and continuously administered. It is a challenge to find the animal again in the deep forest, but the wildlife conservation officers never give up. They risk their lives and search for these animals to make them better as soon as possible.